this movie happened. This movie happened. It happened, and we all just let it happen. Norm of the North. So Norm of the North stars Rob Schneider as the voice of Norm. Norm is a polar bear who lives in the Arctic, and when humans start to come along and plan on building houses in their area, Norm must go to New York to save his home. And how does he do this? Well, he dances. That's right, he gains the people's love by dancing. And not only that, oh no, these people love him. In fact, there's one particular scene, spoiler alert, but I really don't care, where this little girl just goes running up to this polar bear and her parents don't do anything about it. And they try to make sense of it. How? By having Norm talk human. Oh my god, this fucking movie. So as you can probably gather, I hated Norm of the North. In fact, that's a little too light. I hated this movie with a passion. It was terrible. This movie sucked. It is so poorly written. It is so poorly directed. The animation looks horrible. I mean, apart from Rob Schneider, this movie has a pretty decent cast, including James Corden, Ken Jeong, and Bill Nighy. But they could not save this train wreck of a movie. As I mentioned, the writing was appalling. The movie jumps from scene to scene, and a lot of the time it doesn't make sense. There's a moment in this movie where clearly quite a bit of time has passed, but the way they show this is so poorly done in a dance sequence that makes no sense. And why did they have him dance? It didn't add to anything in the movie. If you took all the dancing scenes out, it would have made no difference to the movie. And I know this is a kids movie, but this was so over the top, it was just annoying. Every character in this movie annoyed me, including the characters that you're supposed to care about. And yes, I said this movie was for kids, and although my sister did enjoy it, who I did take to see it, there was a kid in the back, I shit you not, was crying out she didn't like it. She was literally screaming at the top of her lungs that she hated this movie. Is it bad that I found a crying child more entertaining than this movie? Not only that, but there was another kid so bored that they were running up and down the stairs. Like, if you make a movie and it is specifically targeted at kids and it doesn't even entertain them, then it's failed as a movie. Yes, my sister did seem to enjoy it, but I think that's mainly because of the music. I know I'm not saying this movie has a good score, but it does take music that is very popular. Just the idea that Roy Schneider's voicing a polar bear that twerks should be enough to make you miss this movie. Initially, I didn't want to see it. I read what the movie was about, and I said no. Then I watched Chris Stockman's review of the movie, and that just gave me all the more reason to skip it completely. However, a trailer came on when my sister was in the room, and she immediately said, "Will you take me to see that, Josh?" And although I politely said, "Of course I will," in my head I was going, fuck! So as you can probably gather, guys, I don't recommend you see this movie. It is awful, it is terrible, it is poorly written, poorly directed, the animation looks awful, and like 50 Shades of Black, I physically cannot give this movie a star. And so I say to Norm of the North, fuck you. There are two reasons I'm not going to remember this movie. One, it's forgettable as shit. But two, directly after this movie, I took my sister to see Zootropolis, which was awesome. So keep an eye out for my review of that coming up soon. Anyway, Norm of the North, have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends, it'll help my channel out a lot. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.